We live, yo, are we live? Let me just check on several platforms. Are we live? 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 Let me just check. I'll open YouTube as well and see my own live stream because no one else. So yeah, we are live. We are live. We are live on X at least. Let me just check. Let me check. No. Yeah, we are live. Yeah, so we are live. Let me change the name of the live stream. Time. Perfect. Perfect. So the last few days typically have been a bit busy. Uh, I had to meet a lot of new people and I was watching the matches. So yeah, Spain is in the finals, Argentina is in the finals. Let's go. And apart from that, I was busy trading a little bit actively in the Robin Hood trenches. So these were the few things I was involved in. Yesterday, I had a great time. I met these guys from Bento, and it was amazing. It was just fun watching the match with them, and we had great discussions as well. So we had discussions around multiple topics. We had several crazy discussions on what's going on in crypto and stuff like that. So yeah, that was fun. Got engaged in such a discussion after the long time. Yeah. So typically, I was not able to find time to just go live and talk to myself and talk to everyone who's watching the stream if they are. But that's been a huge issue these days. So yeah, consistency is not there and stuff like that. But I guess that's the game. I'm probably I'll just be eating, talking a little bit, and opening Twitter, just discussing. So apart from that, what's going on? Yeah, I recently started working with this football academy that's based out of Spain, and it's great. Like I'm trying to understand the entire business, the football business. How do they make money and stuff like that? Why do they start with young players, and then what's their major motto when they start training a young player and stuff like that? So I've been kind of studying this entire new business and trying to understand how it works, why it works. Talk to an editor of uh, one of the biggest newspapers in North India. So that's also pretty interesting. Uh, and apart from that, I've been kind of thinking a lot about gambling and speculation in general, and why do people gamble? Why do people speculate? And you'll see a lot of products that come in the market that protect your speculation, and these products don't end up getting a lot of traction. And the core reason that I understand behind it is that a gambler's mindset is totally different. So a person who's speculating on a daily basis or gambling on a daily basis doesn't do that because they want to make money or they never want to lose. They do it because of the thrill. It's the thrill of losing it all that actually motivates them to uh, be a part of the speculation cycle or the gambling cycle. And the reason is like astonishing because no one wants to really make it big with gambling or speculation. What they really want to do is they want to go against all odds where everyone else is losing money and they are winning. That is the spiritual aspect of gambling. Like people don't really come here to just make money. They come here to prove that they are better than others, that others are losing and they are making it. They come here to prove that I've lost it before and I've made it now. So it's the constant, uh, what do you say? It is so in a gambler and a speculator's mind, it is the constant fear. It's the constant thin line between winning and losing it all that actually motivates them to keep walking. Yeah. So it's that, like, when someone is kind of investing in meme coins. If you look at the meme coin investors, the people who are active in the trenches, they're not active over there because they're making money every time. They're active over there because so many people are losing money, and they just want to show that we can make it while others are losing. And the ones who have lost it all in the trenches, those are the ones who end up becoming spiritual. So it unlocks a spiritual part of their journey. So that's really interesting. And the more you try to understand what do gamblers think, how do they think, the more you start drifting towards a concept called nihilism. So nihilism is a concept where people start believing that from stable sources of income, from just working, I cannot achieve all the desires, all the goals of my life. So I start placing asymmetrical bets at a frequency which is unmatched to actually start achieving great things in my life. So what a nihilist mindset is, every fucking move, every fucking decision in my life should be asymmetrical. It can go to zero, but if it can go up, it shouldn't be 1x, 2x linear, anything. It should just be exponential. That's nihilism. And nihilism is a way of living, bro. It's rising across the world, and it's just crazy how so many nihilists are coming up. So I've been thinking a lot on these aspects, and I guess I've, been, I've also been watching a lot of Rick and Morty again. Rick and Morty is that one show that everyone should watch. Yeah, if you want to get into existentialism, then you need to watch that show. You need to understand uh, each and every dialogue of that show. You need to absorb it. You need to absorb each and every line Rick says. Why? Just to understand existentialism. You'll genuinely do a masterclass on existentialism if you just understand what Rick says. So that's pretty interesting. And apart from that, I I really want to kind of deep dive into uh, speculation. Reason being, I feel the that is the longest existing career, right? Speculation has been happening since the beginning of humanity, right? And it is somehow the only career I see that cannot be replaced in future. Like AI can not speculate on itself. AI works on facts, right? But humans are known for speculation, and I feel the more number of jobs AI will start taking, we'll have more number of speculators come up, right? So, so I genuinely kind of uh, feel that we are entering a world where we'll see a speculation super cycle, and we are already seeing signs of it. Look at the massive IPOs that are happening in the US, the IPO super cycle and stuff. That's just speculation. It's bongers, man. It's bongers. The gold and silver rallies you had and stuff like that. Bro, it's like I cannot even explain how crazy the world is gonna be in future. And it's just like people are going to go mad because they don't have purpose, they don't have work, they're not able to make enough money to fulfill their desires. What do they do then? What do they do? It's like crazy. Ask yourself this question. if you didn't have anything to do throughout the day and you know you're not going to fulfill all your desires, you don't have enough money to do that, what will you do? Like, what will your day look like then? You'll be gambling, bro. You'll be playing poker. You'll be betting on sports. You'll be buying random shit as companies, investing in 1000x stocks and stuff like that. You'll be insane. And I would not call this gambling. I would say you'll be speculating your whole day. You'll be speculating what's going to happen in the future. And you'll feel like a genius to do that. And the thing is, you don't have anything to lose. You're anyways not working. You don't have work. And you're anyways not fulfilling your desires because you don't have enough money to do that. So you'll end up doing this. So I'm just saying we are at we are at just the tip of the iceberg when we talk about speculation. It's gonna rise. It's gonna rise at such a massive pace. It's We are going to see a super cycle, man. And uh, I don't know what will go up in it. I'm also speculating over here. Yeah. So me speculating the speculation super cycle is one more way to sum up how crazy the world is at this point. It's just super interesting to think about all of this and then kind of put your investments in such a manner. So just invest in casinos. Apart from that, I have been pretty impressed with what MetaDAO is doing again. So if you haven't read about MetaDAO, you should be reading about it. It's just super cool. Oh yeah. Um, so most of my day these days is going into figuring out my Europe trip, what I can do, and bro, hit the gym. Honestly, it's not good. What's not good, bro? Uh, what's not good? Yeah. And apart from that, where was I? Yeah. Most of my day is going around planning uh, my trip to Europe next month, and it's like I'm just figuring out where I'll be staying, what I'll be doing, who I'll be meeting over there. It's basically a backpacking trip that I'm doing, but I'll end up also meeting a lot of people because why not? And so I'm just figuring those things out. I'm figuring the logistics out, and I'm also figuring out what all I want to do there. So just having a rough roadmap, and yeah, it's pretty fun. Also, bro, like I've been thinking a lot about IRL IRL spaces and things like that. So what can we do IRL? Like I've been thinking about instantaneous pop-ups. So for example, uh, you're somewhere in Indranagar, say, just suppose you're somewhere in Indranagar, and there could be a lot of people around you in Indranagar who are bored, who are just sitting and probably just watching some series or doom scrolling. So, what if there was this just small pop up app where people just kind of in the background give it permission for example, someone knows that the next 4 hours I'm going to be super free. So, in the background, they just give permission to it that if in case there's a pop up nearby and someone else is also free, I could just join them. So, for example, you're in Ranagar, you go to this cafe, you're sitting alone, you're sipping coffee, and you're like, next 1 hour, I just want to sit here, I want to meet a few people. So you just create a pop up, instant pop up over there, and people nearby get a notification. And if they just want to come talk, they do that. So it's like a IRL Spaces app, if you think of it in one way. It's like Twitter Spaces, but IRL. So uh, why I'm thinking about this because I've seen this happen in the last few days where we were just talking at a coffee shop and randomly we just posted in our WhatsApp group that does anyone else want to join, and people are joining. And it wasn't like a WhatsApp group of friends or something, it was just a random community. So uh, so kind of thinking if this is something scalable, if this makes sense, asking people as well. So yeah, so the comments of this space, bro. Shit, shit. And apart from that, where was I? I'm just so lost right now because of the comments, but let me try to recall. So yeah, uh, I was just thinking if some IRL spaces could be scalable, and would people want to be a part of it? Like, do people want to meet new people IRL, or are they just okay meeting people online? So this is something that I'm just talking to a lot of people about, and I'm getting a mixed viewpoint on this, right? So there are a few people who love meeting new people IRL, but most of them do not like it. So uh, that's uh, so yeah, that's something I've been thinking a lot about. And Uh, basically, yeah. So there are these two, three themes in my life right now. One, it's meeting people IRL. Second, it's speculation and gambling, and I just believe it's gonna keep rising in the world. And the third theme in my life is probably content. Create a lot of content, a lot of authentic content. Be go live, and probably also create a mix of IRL, add an IRL touch to it, create a community and stuff like that. So that's a theme that I'm trying to explore as well. And the fourth theme in my life has always been capital allocation. It has been the movement of capital and capital formation. So I've been super interested in this side of things, and I feel at this point of time, the only team that is changing capital formation for the next decade is Meta now, and I'm just super bullish on them. And what they're doing is super crazy, to be honest. It's something very few uh, people are doing and stuff. So I'm just a huge believer of what they're doing. And uh, so, yeah, these are the four themes in my life majorly at this point, and I have, my day revolves majorly around these four themes. If I try to sum it up, and apart from that, uh, I'm enjoying. Yeah, let's scroll through Twitter also. It's been a long time. So scrolling through Twitter. Let me just reply also. No issues, bro. Don't like gym, but have been playing sports, and running too. So yeah, working, working. From that, let's just scroll through Twitter. Let's see what's happening. As a solo founder, which one are you focusing on right now? Marketing and distribution, bro. So
I'm sitting in a cafe right now.
why you guys still stuck at crypto tokens? Don't you clearly see its declining market? Don't you feel prediction markets and tech stocks are the market where you will get better opportunities? What's the mental blocker for you? The space is evolving when you will accept. Very interesting. So, okay, so I have a different take on this. So, for if we look at prediction markets, right? Prediction markets have a limited upside to it. So you already rule out prediction markets versus crypto tokens over here because having a limited upside was never the thing about crypto investors, right? We all are investing for 1000x, 2000x, infinite upside. So prediction markets versus crypto tokens, you already rule out that because of the limited upside in prediction markets. Now let's talk about tech stocks. Yeah, tech stocks are rallying and stuff like that. But if you look at crypto tokens at this point versus tech stocks, and if you look at investors who are putting money into crypto tokens, they are not necessarily the investors who would actually do the fundamental research or the technical research. They're just putting in money because they love gambling, right? They are just pure gamblers, and they're doing it for the thrill, for making a lot of money, for going 1000x, 2000x. So uh, they are not actually investing anything on fundamentals. They're just blind. They're just doing what they want to do. But Uh, I have a very interesting reason why I'm not investing in tech stocks. That's because for the past 1 year, I have felt that they have detached themselves from the fundamental businesses, and their valuation model is changing drastically, and which I don't understand. Like, how is it changing? So that's one reason. I'll just clip this part and reply to Hitesh. Yeah, best. I'll bookmark it. Bro, PM team से लफड़ा हो गया. Nice. As for collectibles, I just want to collect GPUs. Yeah, good investment. Spend 3 days on a feature just to realize the users don't care about half of it. Good to know now, I guess. Okay. Is everything- No FUD, no ceiling, stay at dollar problem. Okay, okay, okay. When you observe existence as a whole, hidden divisions become clear. Yeah, makes sense. जिन लॉन्डो ने कभी अपने लिए नौकरी की तैयारी नहीं की, आज प्रोटेस्ट की तैयारी कर रहे हैं. No hate for Sonam Wangchuk, but the CJP party is a whole leftist, not even in my dreams will support. Yeah. So let me talk about this protest as well, right? It's all bullshit, to be honest. Which protest in the history of the whole world, for in the history of humanity, has attracted people by sympathy? Oh, the man is dying, he is hungry, he has lost so much weight, he is tired. Who, like, who cares, right? Who cares? So many people die of hunger every day. I don't care. Like, I do care they're dying of hunger, but I'm not going there helping them, right? Nor you are going there and helping them, right? So I don't understand this whole narrative on social media where they're trying to gain sympathy for Sonam Wangchuk and attracting people for to the protest by gaining that sympathy. No, it doesn't work that way. You attract people in a protest by having a strong manifesto, by having a strong agenda for the protest, which your protest lacks. Your protest claims that it's a protest for students, but it's not a protest for students. It's basically a whole leftist party that's going on out there. You have people who have said that Kashmir is not an integral part of India come up on the stage in your protest. You have had Aam Aadmi Party come up in your protest. You have literally uh, had so many like leftist people out there that uh, your claim look looks like false. Yeah, it's just a pseudo claim that you're making. And the reason why you need to spread this whole sympathy wala narrative on social media to attract people to your protest, to be a part of your protest, to relate to it, is because you do not have a strong narrative behind the protest. You do not have a strong agenda behind the protest, right? And your protest is, to be honest, a joke at this point. You literally don't know what you're doing. And I'm kind of super sad for India at this stage because at this point, there's genuinely no educated person raising any voice because these so-called educated leftists have spoiled the name of education as well, right? They have just taken that educated tag because they know English or they have done some social media marketing for some political party, and now they feel they are the ones who can make all the decisions, but they don't know shit. They genuinely don't know their shit. Uh, and to be
They say, "What
honest,
is your post-quantum
fuck them.
strategy?"
Fuck them. Yeah, so I don't see any point of being a part of that protest. And to be honest, we have so many people dying out of hunger every day. It's better you go help all those people, you give them some food. If you think people dying from hunger is the biggest issue on this planet, then do support that and kind of do something about it. But uh, gaining sympathy on a hunger strike, it just shows how weak your agenda is and how weak your entire protest is. What you're protesting for, what's your demand from it? It's all weak, man. That's the reason why you're using sympathy. So yeah, that's my take. And I don't know, like, I feel weak. Your super. They have made a joke. They made a joke of themselves and our country. Yeah, which protest has attracted people by guilt tripping, not gaining sympathy. People join. God, no. That to the ones who are guilt tripping us, just Entire every day. Perfect. So yeah, it's like at this point, bro, this protest, to be honest, like let's just speak about this protest, right? Uh, Let me just, yeah. This is the last thing we'll speak about in today's life, but I want to actually talk about this protest. So, first thing, this protest started as a protest that was against India's education minister, and the reason was the NEET paper leak and, in general, the multiple inefficiencies in the education system at this point, which I agree with, and that is a cause I resonate with. But when the protest started out, they were not talking about this cause. They were talking about reservations. They were talking about how Brahmins are bad. They were talking about anti-Hindu stuff. They were talking about Kashmir. They were bringing up leftist arguments. They were shouting out slogans of Azadi. What the fuck? Like, genuinely, what the fuck? Your topic was supposed to be about the education crisis in India, about the inefficiencies in the education system, and you're talking about other things. So the people who resonated with this cause did go for the protest. A lot of people did put that out on social media, but they felt that they were not being heard over here as well. So why should they resonate with your protest uh, when they're not feeling heard, when their cause is not being spoken of itself? Who's talking about the massive population of general students who just suffered because of this NEET paper leak? No one is talking about them. And to be honest, like let's be really honest, who suffered the most from paper leak? It's the general students, the students who do not get any reservation, who do not have any quotas. Those students suffered from this leak. They had to write the paper multiple times. Their scores got screwed up because of that, and their ranks got screwed up because of that. And they ended up nowhere. They got 1 year wasted because of this whole drama that happened because of the inefficiencies in the education system. It's the general people who are suffering the most, but no one is speaking of them. Okay, no, like in a protest that is targeted to speak for them, no one is speaking for them. Instead, they're speaking on random ass topics that do not make sense at all, and they're not even bringing up the topics of how a person with negative marks can become a doctor and stuff. They're genuinely not even speaking about what the general students want them to speak about. Students have a lot of issues in this country. They have to be spoken about and they have to be raised. But these guys are not the ones who are doing that. And that's the reason why they are not getting support. Right? That is the reason why they are not getting support. And they're spreading this whole new narrative of how dumb our country is. Our country uh, is always blind towards such protests. Our country, our government is blind towards our voice and stuff like that. Bro, first thing, this protest is not the voice of people. It is the voice of leftists. And we should be blind towards them because they have ruined our nation. They don't even believe our nation exists, and they don't even think that Hindus are good people. They believe Hindus are terrorists. So, to be honest, it's not the people's voice. If it was the people's voice, right, you would have been heard. You would have been heard. Trust me on that. If it was people's voice, you would have been heard. The reason you're not being heard is that you're not the people's voice. And the common people who came to your protest, they understood that and they left your protest. You are a propaganda machine, and your propaganda is surely failing. No one is falling for it. No one is falling for your guilt trips that you're putting out online. सोनम वांगचुक जी मर जाएंगे. यार सोनम वांगचुक जी मर रहे हैं और तुम नाच रहे हो और खा रहे हो तो do you care about him? And if you don't care about him, why should we care about him? Right? There are so many other people who are dying out of hunger. I better help them rather than help Sonam Wangchuk ji, who's fighting for leftists, who has become the face of leftists at this point. So yeah, that's my take of the protest. And to be honest, focus on your own lives, become better, study, and if you're if the education system has inefficiencies, do something of your own. Try to make other people's life better. Try to give them a way to earn. Try to give them a way to earn their livelihood in a respectful manner. And if you're doing that, you're doing a great job. And to be honest, if someone is raising voice for us, do stand with them. But if you don't feel heard over there, just leave. And yeah, I feel that's how our country will become better. We still need someone who will raise voice for the common people and not for propaganda and the left. So until then, just keep working on yourself, keep making others' life better, help people earn a livelihood in a respected manner. And I guess we'll be good to go as a country if we have everyone doing that rather than posting these sympathy reels on Instagram and guilt tripping everyone for not supporting the protest and letting someone die. Bro, they're dying by their own choice and they're not standing for the right things. And that's why people are not supporting them. And it's okay if they die in this case because they should have understood by now that they are making a mistake, and the mistake is very simple. They are not raising the voice for the general people, for the general students, and uh, that's why they're not gaining their support. If they would be raising voice for the right things, for the right causes, then I'm sure they would have gotten support and they wouldn't have had any need of guilt tripping anyone to support them. So yeah, and I feel that's my message. Like, just keep working, make others life better, and give people a respectful way to earn their livelihood. And if you're doing that at a very small scale also, if you're able to do that in just three people's life, then you're doing a great job. You're way better than anyone who's standing there protesting with Sonam Wangchuk sir for causes that are not clear and for causes that don't make sense at all. So yeah, bye. See you in the next live stream. And that's my message. Bye bye.